I'm a native South Floridian, and I was born and raised in Hollywood. When I grew up, I was athletic. I played baseball, football, basketball. I was captain of the volleyball team.
Damn, bro. You play volleyball?
I was captain of the volleyball team, dude, in middle school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was real athletic. I got honor roll. My parents raised me well. And so I started doing drugs when I was about 13. And I started selling drugs when I was 13. Same age. The drug dealing went with the drug using. And when I started doing that.
Would you start with like weed?
Yeah, I used to put little dime bags in the little baseball plastic cards that you'd put like the Ken Griffey Jr. in. And I'd bag up little 2.8 dimes, scrimp them. You know how it is.
Yeah.
I just started doing that, and then I just got addicted to making the money. I don't know. I was a social bug. I always hung out with kids older than me. My mom used to yell at me about it. She said, it's going to get you in trouble. I never used to listen.
Mm-hmm.
And it would just, I don't know. I started using drugs and gang banging and trying to start my own gang and this and that. I don't know what happened. My parents got
Yeah, what age were you when you started gangbanging?
Probably the same age, 13. I always tried to hang with a clique. I always wanted to be down with somebody. I don't know. It was like when my parents got a divorce. I don't know if I was lashing out. My mom found a handgun in my drawer when I was 15, and she called the cops on me. She was part of one of those programs where the cop, if you turn in the gun, blah, 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 parents turn in the kid's gun. It was like this program for the Hollywood Police Department, and she did that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then you went and got another one?
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I just remember watching my father drink. He would take us to school sometimes in the morning, and I would get done combing my hair or something, and I'd go out to the garage where he had an office, and I'd be like, I'm ready for school. And he'd say, go comb your hair. And I knew something was weird because I just got done combing my hair. And he would slam the index cabinet. He used to hide vodka in there, and he'd slam the door shut. And later on, I'd peek, see what's in there, and I kind of noticed little things like that. And my mom used to get mad at him for driving with us in the car. And I used to sneak in his truck and pour out his drinks and throw out his cigarettes. And he used to get pissed. And I just started noticing things. My grandmother owned a bar on Hollywood Beach. Everything I grew up around was drugs and alcohol. My mom was probably like the goody two-shoe homecoming queen of Hollywood Hills High School. Mm-hmm. And she wasn't an addict. But my dad was like the Jim Morrison type, like office rocker. Mm-hmm. And my mom was like the goody two-shoe. And I remember as soon as I started doing drugs, man, I got addicted to it, man. Even when I would smoke weed, I would throw up sometimes. My friends would make fun of me. And I'd keep smoking. Or I'd hide throwing up from drinking too much. I'd try to sneak out the back door at my house, and I would try to throw up quietly so my mom wouldn't hear me. And obviously, I used to like call dinosaurs when I'd throw up, so she would come and she'd find me throwing up in the backyard. And this is when I was young, 15. And I just started doing a lot of drugs, man. Me and my dad, my mom, after they got divorced, my dad, he moved out, and I moved in with him, and I dropped out of high school. In high school, I used to drive a 93 Nissan Sentra with an ounce of cocaine and the little black Tanita scale and a QP weed and smoke fucking chopper joints during school. And back in the days, they would call lace joints and high school kids doing that. Something ain't right, brother.